Howdy, howdy, folks. Thanks for slowly trickling through. We're gonna wait until we have just a few more people come in. So we'll probably give it another 5 minutes before we jump into the fun stuff. So see you then. And we're live, folks. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Um, Today's stream webinar, it's going to be a bit shorter. One, we didn't really do much good marketing. Two, we, we are kind of a little preoccupied and busy with some really exciting updates, and those are coming out for you guys. So what that unfortunately means is I'm a little limited on time today. So what are we gonna do? Is the big question of the day, right? Um, so let's zoom in right to here. Uh, and I believe, yeah, we wrote, hey, look, this is the follow-ups and to-dos that we want to do for the dev webinar. Let's come over here. So uh, let's refamiliarize ourselves with some of the things that we want to do. So we want to add more tokens to the token picker, maybe a dynamic search bar. We called this one low priority, but we need to fix the Solana gas tracking and add Koii gas tracking. Um, this isn't actually called gas. It's technically priority fees. This is we kind of call it gas over here, but Solana calls it priority fees. And we are a fork of Solana, so we probably should be calling them priority fees. Really. Gas is just such a nice word. It's so apt. We wanted to add some Koii branding. It's very easy to do. I think we did a little bit of that, but of course, we can take it further. Have an option to show many of the top performing tokens you'd like to see. Sure. Your portfolio should be dynamic. You should be able to add a token plus an amount you have. Um, oh yes, of course. We last week I posted, hey there guys, check out this dashboard we made. Anybody who has any comments or suggestions, feel free to drop us a line. And some folks did, and they're compiled somewhere in the Discord server here, which is just a terrible place to store them. So we're gonna get them out there as quickly as possible, as immediately as possible. So I'm gonna do this right now. Oh my, we're only back on March 2nd. So let's type in from into Discord, and then Avi from Koii, right? Avi, you know, great. Um, oh, and for some reason, that doesn't show my thread. So I'm just going to type in thread, or we actually want to do in general chat, the word thread, feedback thread. Ha, amazing. Bear with me, folks, because I've found it. Choop, choop, choop. Let's make this a bit wider. I don't love the red color. Yeah, green. This would be happy colors, you know? Fix the high and low on the gas tracking. Very easy. Okay, we have the gap came in and said, well, okay, wait. Here, let's organize his ideas here. And he numbered them, of course, and my numbering is going to be slightly different just because I added one at the beginning myself. You know what? Maybe actually an easy fix. Look at that. Let me just want to delete that one line, come down here, come over here and paste. Wonderful. So here's some things that the community asked. Um, Whale and smart money tracking, monitor large transactions, automated yield farming strategies, use decentralized compute to batch and optimize transactions for minimal fees. Oh, what? That's an amazing idea. AI liquidation risk alerts, get notified before your collateral is at risk of liquidation. Optimized borrowing strategies, AI suggests best lending protocols and rates for borrowing. Auto loan rebalancer automates collateral. Wow. These are pretty cool. Huh. Very nice. So here's the thing, folks, is that let's try and at least implement one of these things today. And as long as we tackle through one of them, that'll leave me pretty satisfied. Of course, as always, if you guys have any things you'd like to see, any questions that you have, um, doesn't necessarily have to be dev related. It can be about the Koii node. It could be about Koii ecosystem. It could be about Solana if you'd like. But if not, and otherwise, let's go ahead and sort of just dive in and just really quickly, um, maybe within the next, let's say, 40 minutes, crush through one of these issues. So, what does that mean? It means we probably want to open up Cursor. Um, and close down Figma, at least for you guys. Uh, what's interesting that you're seeing that screen. Just give me one sec, guys. do 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 do. There we go. And then yeah, we'll actually probably minimize that in the meantime, right? And cursor is not fetching cursor, and I'd really like it to catch cursor. Oh, because it wants us to go to the README to initialize it. Ah, cool. That's a large window, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. One sec, guys. Uh, why? Fit to screen. Okay, great. Okay, nice. So you guys can see this. Great, great. Uh, now let's probably go to the task. Or actually, really, for those of you who have been following along, we know that the index.html and our roots are really where all the magic happens, and we try and put most of the stuff into roots if possible. We try and keep the index.html as lightweight as possible. Why? It's because the Koii tasks are designed to handle the heavy back end, and so because we're locally hosting a front end, we don't really want to put too much effort or too much processing into that. Um, you're rendering the front end, right? So we want the front end to always be as performant as possible, and that usually means letting the back end take a bit more of the brunt. Cool. So, what do we want? Here, I guess we should highlight something that is in the Figma, which is first fix the high and low in the gas tracking, which I'm pretty sure I've already done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already done this, but we'll double check that in testing. I suppose I can open up the Koii node for you guys. Go to my node, and we can go to the easy sandbox, easy testing task. Cool. And we'll sort of go from there. Beautiful. And we'll find something that we want to do. So let's say add more tokens to the token picker. Maybe a dynamic search bar. Okay. So let's think about how we're going to approach this problem. So we want to add, or I guess, sorry, in the spirit of this, I think these webinars, we want to actually try and get AI to do it. Which admittedly does introduce some interesting issues, but we're going to try and get through them. So just give me one moment, folks. I will set up, oopsies. I will set the back end up, and we will get off to the races. Great. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oopsies. Come on. 5, 6. Oh, bear with me, folks. Almost there. 7, 8, 9. Great. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So, we're going to add more tokens to the token picker and maybe a dynamic search bar. Okay. So, there's two things we have to do. Is first we want to add index HTML as context and roots as context. So we have these two files to work with. And we actually want roots to come first so that in the priority, or rather in the order that the AI looks at things, it looks at the roots first. And so that tends to, it seems that that makes it suggest things to roots first. Okay, so what we need to do, right, is probably just ask the AI. Add more tokens to the token picker. Okay. What we need to do is figure out what we actually called this uh, token. Okay, to the token selector. Okay, to the token selector. To the token selector, i.e. the drop down should fetch a list of available tokens and then display them. It should only make a request to load the tokens when the drop down is clicked. I'm just going to say that. It knows what it means. Add a dynamic search. Let's not give it too much. So let's just start with this. So before we do the dynamic search bar, let's see if we can add to the token selectors. So I'm just going to open up Figma again right quick and update our thing. So we're just going to make a new point that will be added dynamic search bar. And great, we're going to give the AI just 1 minute. First, it's going to add to the endpoints. So while it's doing its stuff, we can probably read it. So we're going to get another endpoint, which is available tokens, which is great because we want to again put all this work onto the back end. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the API, CoinGecko, and I guess we're going to look at the top 100 tokens. Oh, per page. Great. Oh, it seems like I don't know what this ampersand means. Or we're building URL. Okay, never mind. So one ampersand. What does one ampersand mean? Page one. Okay. Okay, so we're getting page one and 100 results on that page, which is probably the max. We're gonna hope. I haven't looked at the docs here, so I'm just guessing. Data is response.json. Format it with an ID, a symbol, a name. Mark it. Sure. And then how are we? I'll accept that. How are we actually? I'll accept the CSS. The CSS basically never bothers me. Yeah, it should be select a token. And now we have a has loaded tokens is false. Loaded tokens available if loaded tokens return. If has loaded tokens return true. Right, okay. So we're only going to ever load it once. But that's probably fine. We only ever need to load it once. Unless a new token comes out like that day and it immediately becomes in the top 100 tokens of all time. Possible? Yeah, sure. Likely? Probably not. I'm not going to handle that use case. Token dropdown. Loading tokens. Fetching available tokens from our endpoint. Tokens equal await response.json. Token sort. We're either taking infinity minus infinity or the market cap of the highest and the market cap of the lowest, and we're subtracting the two? No, it's a sort function. I see. within this function. Okay. We're sorting. We're saying A and B, and we're taking A minus B. I see. Okay. I misread that. My bad. It's early in the morning, folks. Sorry. Too early to be coding. I have a coffee in my hand. Okay. Token dropdown dot inner HTML. Okay, sure. Wait, why? Clear loading options. Sort them, clear them, add them. Hmm. Okay. Tokens for each. Okay, sure. Add an event listener. Mouse down has tokens loaded. Load, then focus and click. Who knows? I mean, it looks sound. So we're gonna clear the console. And if people need me to zoom in, just let me know. Just leave me a comment. Morning Crow. Um, we will then yarn prod debug, and we're gonna test it out. Cool. So I just was prepping the page, but what we want to do is wait for prod debug to compile successfully, just like it has now. Then we're going to want to run the easy sandbox testing task, or the hello world task. Sort of has two names. And then we'll open up our browser, and we're definitely at a weird zoom. We'll reload our AI assistant. Lovely. Cool. Can I add Gala? Oh, lovely. This works. Cool. Error loading data. Oh, what happened? F12? Yeah, I think it's because it's clearing it which I did notice that, and I was like, I don't know why you're doing that, but I'll trust you. What is this error saying? One sec. Just let me quickly, because that's an error we're reporting. It has to have valid tokens. Fetch market data has valid tokens. I see. Okay, so we're going to open the Koii task, and we're going to stop the easy sandbox. We're going to minimize this. So what we just dumped out when we stopped the easy sandbox was our log. So what we're going to see is, sure, that's fine. Oh, it didn't actually report anything, so we probably just have a logic flow error, um, which is kind of cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to restart prod debug, and we're going to just try and quickly replicate that error. Run easy sandbox, come here, not here, come hither, refresh. Great, no tokens added, which is fine because our state's empty. Uh, come on, one sec. Oh, can you guys just never see the drop down on that screen? That's annoying. Because it's a drop down, it comes off as a second window, and I guess it doesn't get captured. Bizarre. Maybe if I do it over here, and then I transform, one sec, and I transform fit to screen, and then I click it here. No, that's unfortunate. Okay, there is a drop down, trust me, because when I click it, you guys can see that update. And then I can click add token. Okay, so let's just keep on adding. What if I add Ethereum twice? Is that what breaks it? Aha. Okay. So if you try and add the same token twice, that breaks it. Tokens.sort is not a function. Also. Tokens.sort is not a function. Load available tokens. Okay, so there's two errors we need to bring up. Okay, so we're gonna minimize this, okay? And we're gonna tell the AI, okay, so uh, if I try to add a token to my market overview twice, then it breaks. Oh, sorry, we should stop prod debug. Then it breaks the system. Then it breaks, and I get, uh, then it, uh, all my tokens are removed, and I'm left with the, an index. We're left with the error loading prices. I'm pretty sure, right? No, no, oh, or no tokens added, and when I try to add more, I get this error in the console. See if we can fix those. Good. The token duplication check isn't preventing duplicates properly. So we did have a duplication check, which is interesting. So let's see what it tries to fix. Fixing bugs is just as good. Oh shit, sorry, I wasn't showing that. Fixing bugs is just as good to me as basically anything else. One of the interesting quirks of having an AI write the code is that over time you really slowly do start to lose track of all the small pieces. If it's your own code, you really do understand every little bit you wrote. But this is it, this is it's getting unwieldy. Okay, so we have the token list. Is this array response is the fetch? Uh, if data type of data equals object or data error. Interesting. I don't actually quite understand that, but that's fine. I think I'm just gonna blindly accept everything. I think we're gonna blindly accept everything, and we're gonna see if this fixes it, and if not, we're gonna undo it and look at it a little more carefully. So we're just gonna restart the easy sandbox test, easy testing task. Uh, what? Sorry. We're gonna stop the easy testing task. Um, we're going to relaunch prod debug. I'm gonna restart the easy testing task. Great. And then we're gonna load this. What the fuck? What? What? Cannot get question? Uh, 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 what? I'm sorry. Cannot get? Not found? I'm getting a 404. Why? Whoa. The task is running. Oh, okay, that was super bizarre. Okay. Ethereum. Let's try and add Ethereum a second time. Now let's try and add Bitcoin. Now let's try and add XRP. Now let's try and add XRP. Oh, that's Tether. Okay, fine, let's add Tether. Let's add Tether again. Let's keep on just spamming it. Let's delete some stuff. Let's just mess this shit up a bunch. Fuck it. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it. Fuck fuck everything. Yay, we broke it. Okay. I was clicking too fast to really acknowledge what I did, but it is broken. So, that's a good thing. We just want to be able to break it. So let's refresh. Let's refresh. Error loading tokens. Ah. Okay, so we're still getting this. Tokens.sort. Where are we doing that? Tokens.sort. Oh, I got an internal server error, which is why. Is that just because the server crashes? Let's restart it. Okay. So it is because the server crashes. So there's something there. I'm not sure why. Is that's a so I did a lot of FE stuff. Okay. I did that and like I started deleting things and then like maybe I tried to add tether. Uh oh, it's the refresh button. Is it the refresh button that does it? Oh, that'd be really cool. Okay, hold up. That's like the most important button. That's the button that's supposed to fix it. So that's pretty amusing to me. Okay, error loading tokens. Let's relaunch the server. Hmm. Okay. Okay, one sec. We gotta shut down the whole thing. Um, and restart. So let's yarn prod debug again from scratch. Just give me 1 second. No, I'm not showing you guys this. It's just faster if I just set it up here, run the easy testing task. Great. We're just gonna restart here. Awesome. Everything's working. And if we just click refresh, does that break it? Okay. It's the refresh button. Okay, so after I've added 2 tokens, the refresh button breaks. Okay, cool. That's something we can report. Um, if I use the refresh button after adding at least 2 tokens to my market overview, uh, then I get then I get the following errors in my console. Is probably the easiest way to do this. Let's get the verbose versions. Let's copy them. Let's paste them, and let's submit. And honestly, if we just get this stuff fixed today, I'll be pretty happy, because I remember last time this stuff was bothering me quite a bit. Alright, okay. What have we done? I've added several improvements. I added proper data validation. Check if the response is an array. Filter out invalid token entries. Verify if we have at least one valid. Really? The error occurs because we're trying to sort tokens before verifying that we receive valid data from the API. Ah, of course, sure, okay. That makes sense. That's why you can't sort on the object, because we can't force the type to be an array. We can't instantiate it as an array beforehand. Oh, this is why TypeScript's useful. Well, look at that. That's funny. I've been getting back into game development as a hobby, and I'm just getting back into typing, and I'm like, this is all starting to make more sense again. Okay, improve error handling, better error messages, allow retrying when loading fails, only open drop-down of tokens loading successfully, enhance token sorting, better user feedback, fix the state management. The changes should now do all this fun stuff. All right, that lines up. Validate array if valid, if just validate the tokens. Sure, okay. Sure, yeah, yeah. Aha. Yeah, I actually think those are reasonable changes. Skimming through them at the as fast as I possibly can and as lazily as I can. They said those seem like reasonable choices. So let's jump back into it. Great. So we'd like to select a Bitcoin, and we'd like to select an Ethereum, and then I'd like to refresh the list. Oh, when I click refresh, I get this. Great. That's a good thing. Um, Now, sorry, I will minimize this. Now, when I click refresh with 2 tokens, I get this error. Now, when I refresh, actually a second time, refresh twice in a row with 2 tokens, I get this error. Then the server crashes. Oh, I meant to give it the error. Okay, that's fine. It's probably not a big deal. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Add some debugging and I'll report it back to you. Sure. Let's do that. I'd like to see what you did, but function debounce. Clear the timeout and the function clear timeout set timer. Interesting, debounce. I've never heard of that. Track if request is in progress. Oh, I can read JavaScript so fast these days, and I'm learning C sharp, and I'm just like, oh fuck. Like it's like night and day how quickly I can read one versus the other. Um, all right, let's prod debug. Let's run the easy sandbox. Let's run our system. Bitcoin, add. Ethereum, add. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Ethereum, add. XRP, add. Aha, yay. Okay. So, for example, I added BTC and ETH. Hit refresh twice. Added ZERP, I believe. Then hit refresh. Got the error. Whoop. And let's go here. I'm not showing you VS Code. Sorry, folks. Again, we're just using the AI to try and get it through it. I then hit refresh. I got the error. Please try again. After the error is finished reporting, I got this. Then console reported this. Que cosa, que cosa. And if I try and add, oh, wait, what? Oh, oh, I'm just gonna add a break. Illegal break statement. It's good. Okay. XRP and a few others, then hit refresh, get this error. Uh, then hit refresh, get this error. If I try to then refresh again, nothing happens, and adding a new token results in console reporting this. Bam. Cool. Let's see what the AI has to say about all this. Rate limiting from CoinGecko, which is what you thought, which is admittedly what it thought. Um, Could we also make a local state to store the data so that we never lose our old snapshot, even if we can't fetch a new one? I'm going to accept that, and then we're going to type this. Again, don't worry, we should have a save spot in GitHub if we really need to convert. It's not a huge deal. We are running close to the end of our time here. Um, so we'll try and get this thing sorted. I'll go into add more tokens to the token picker and fix token picker bugs. Now becomes a to-do item. Sorry, I just added that to the Figma. You probably couldn't see that. All right, let's see what we're doing. It should tell me, right? But token data cache, enhanced token display, improved data flow, better error handling, added time to go display. All right, why not? Let's rerun prod debug. Let's relaunch our easy testing task to relaunch the server. Let's open up Chrome. T-bounce is not defined. Ah. Immediately on page load, I get in the console this error. Okay, let's just refresh. Refresh. Yep, absolutely, we're getting that, so I want that gone. Oh, you removed your own debounce functionality. That's very silly, but whatever. Now watching for logs. Now watching logs for messages containing test. Easy testing. Cool. Restarted. Oh, I didn't show you guys any of that. Wow, we're getting a bunch of errors. Page load, console errors. Did you just get rid of a bunch of your old functions? It must have been what it did. I accidentally deleted a bunch of functions. Oh man, sorry, I'm not showing you guys. Ugh. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna accept all of its changes blindly. Let's see if it fixes itself. Oh shit, it totally did. Um, let's just restart this. Just to get a fresh state. Without all that randomness that I did to it, you know? Oh shit, okay, wow. Oh, but now when I go to select a token, it's just select a token. Okay. Huh. What are you getting rid of, dude? Alright, let's go back and let's try again. Now when I go to select a token drop-down, it doesn't load a list. Doesn't load a list of tokens. It just says select a token. Kind of a bizarre little experiment, guys, to get AI to write code. I think it's crazy. It's so cool. Like, it's actually doing pretty well. I actually really, I mean, I'm a little scared, but I'd really like to see how this thing does with games. Really, really curious. I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna blindly accept whatever that was. Um, and we're gonna come back in. I'm gonna refresh. And now my thing's loading, and now when I click add to, oh god, oh man. What? Okay. Okay, so let's go back and say, okay, now the tokens are showing up in the drop down, but when I click them to add them, nothing happens. They don't appear in my market overview. Pretty wild. Pretty wild that, like, if I had soul, no. You added the, you removed the add token button handler. That's okay. Alright, it removed some of its code, which is always annoying when it does that. And now we have it all back. And can I refresh? Refresh. Ah, it won't let you add Bitcoin again. Very nice. If I get rid of Ethereum, can I add Ethereum again? Very nice. Oh shit! Invalid or missing data. Well, that's okay. Last updated just now. Invalid or missing data, it doesn't matter. Okay. So one simple fix is so we got CoinGecko API rate limited. So when we see this, one sec. So we want to say, when we see this error in console, whatever triggers that, if seems to be the API rate limiting, can we have a message that displays to user saying CoinGecko API limit reached. Please wait. Please try again later. In a few minutes. I'm happy with that. And this will be it. I'll actually read this to make sure that it doesn't like it's not nuking a bunch of code by adding in just something that should be hopefully very simple. It all works how I want it to. Getting rate limited, there's nothing we can do about that aside from handle it. Okay, so we used to have if token data cache dot last update track token dot inner HTML. Um, oh, it actually was supposed to say that. Huh. See, like now I got them. Hmm, hmm, hmm. See, now we're getting the error, but we're not getting the error report. Wop, 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 wop. So I actually don't need that. That's fine. You know what? This is working. Oh wait, here's what we want to do. Um, sorry. There's one more thing I want to do. Can we add a uh, let's say 60-second timer between being able to hit the refresh buttons? Um, please add a visual component to indicate time left before next click. I know I keep saying, that's the last thing, that's the last thing, but we'll do one little thing here. Oh, cool that it creates checkpoints. I hadn't even noticed that, which is really useful. We're adding and we're not deleting anything. That's exactly what I want to see. Refresh. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, that heavily broke everything. We're refreshing. We're going back. And this is why we restore. Continue. See, everything just exploded there. We don't want that to happen again. Okay. One sec. Yeah, no, we actually blew up the server by doing that. Okay. It can't restore itself. One sec. Take rejections, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Let's restart prod debug. Let's launch Hello World. relaunch this. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, wait. Let's stop everything. Um, refresh the state. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay. We're gonna relaunch prod debug. We're going to relaunch the easy testing task. I'm gonna press refresh on this. Beautiful. Beautifaction. Bountiful. Fantastic, folks. Well, these are our updates for today. Is a bunch of fun market overview stuff that we fixed. Let's go to x.com and let's make a little post. Uh, on today's live stream, we updated the DeFi dashboard to show prices of many more tokens, with plenty of bug fixes and more. Only available on Koii.network. Whoop. Blast off to space. Post. Yay. Small but mighty posts. Hopefully this one's kind of attractive. You know, you see a bunch of green numbers. It's good. It's good. This is fun. I like that Doge is up there despite the fact that it's not performing great. Awesome. Well, folks, in that case, I think we're going to end the stream here. Um, I'll leave this page open for the next 3 minutes so that anybody who has any questions can ask questions. But other than that, thanks so much for joining in. Got some stuff done, certainly some updates. We'll update the Figma, and next week we'll come right back at it with some more fun stuff. So stay tuned for all that, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.